Hi Pisces, welcome to New Era. My name is Emma. Pisces, this is your love reading starting today here on the 15th of February, and I've set the time frame from mid-February to somewhere mid-March of 2021. I still call it Valentine's. I just want to say I do want to apologize because I so wanted to do your love reading. It was like everybody else got their love reading before Valentine's last week, and I so had the intention to make your video as well, and then I just did not have the time. And I was a little bit bummed out about it, but I tried to let it go as best I could. So there's always a reason, and so for some reason you're gonna get your love reading today. And even though we passed Valentine's, we're still in that love flow, and we're still in the new moon energy, which took place on the 11th of February. You probably felt this new moon a lot. And it's in Aquarius, so it's all about freedom and renewal and coming into like a new stage in your life. So let's see, Pisces, what's going on for you love-wise. Love story here. And all the decks that I'm using, I've listed them down below in the description box if you're interested in them. The Fates. And what else for Pisces, please? I'm getting an overall energy here, and then we're going to read more deeply into each and every one of those energies, and then just across the board, there's just going to sort of develop a story here. So please come with me on this little journey. Ooh, that is 4 cards coming out. Fifth, 5. The Fate 17. Let's show you these cards. Absolutely gorgeous. So this is like the foundation. Things are fated in your love life. Things that is supposed to happen is now happening. Okay, let's see how we want to have this. Okay, those two are like a little bit by themselves. So then we also have message in the bottle, number 15. We have chaos and conflict, 33. It's a done deal there. Anything that has been going on there, it's a done deal. We're moving on from it. Moving into peace, number 23. Star of the Lion there as well. No place like home, number 50. So we're starting with the Fates. I just see the stars are lining. I mean, I'm going to talk again about the new moon there because of the new moon in Aquarius. Because usually when the star comes out, it can have an Aquarius influence somehow, some way. We're still a lot in the age of Aquarius, and we still have like 6 or 7 planets in Aquarius. So Pisces, maybe you have a strong connection. There's my first Chinese slip. Maybe you have some sort of connection with Aquarius. It can also be a cusp, meaning you're like born right between. So you're actually don't know really if you sort of more belong to Aquarius or if you belong to Pisces. Somewhere just in between there. So that you could have strong Aquarius in your chart. But other than that, I just feel like it's the energy around you that is influencing you right now. And the Aquarian energy is all about freedom. Stars are aligning there, which talks about wish fulfillment. Things come into clear view as you want to see them. When it's faded like this, it's not like you're a puppet on a string. Like somebody's like sitting up there and moving you about and telling you what to do. But it's even before coming to this earth, there's certain things that you plan out on doing. That's why you have like strong wants in certain directions and not whatsoever in other directions, and strong pull towards certain people and not whatsoever towards other people, because you plan somewhere somehow what you were intending to do with this life. And then we can sort of change that as we go. If it's freedom that you're seeking, you just want to have freedom in your life. I mean, freedom can come in so many different shapes and forms, like how you feel like you're free, if that makes sense. Yet it's always going to steer you towards freedom because that's the basis of who you are. And so when the fates come out like this, it's like, and in terms of your love life, you're supposed to be with certain people. You're supposed to just end up. Oh, you were always supposed to end up there. Like you could have had inklings. Is that what it's called? Like little nudges, little signs and synchronicities showing up like earlier before meeting certain people, before meeting this certain soulmate, because the divine is trying to pair you up. And whenever that time is right, where you don't sort of mess each other up too much, like you're not going to meet when you're 15 because you're bound to screw it up, if that makes any sense. Some guys do. I think that those are like 1 in a million, you know? But other than that, you just want to have a lot of life. You want to experience a lot of life before coming back together with this person. And back together meaning perhaps not like physically in this lifetime, but that you have spent so many different lifetimes with this person over and over again. And we're now closing into getting here. And it's not only the fates, it's number 17. So numerology wise, that also backs that up because it's the immortality. It's like this love never dies. It just continues on forever and ever and ever. It doesn't really matter if you're in the physical realm or if you're in the non-physical realm. It's like you're always going to have some sort of super, super strong connection with this certain person. And then when you add those up, we have a number 8 there, which is the infinity sign. So it's like as above, so below, which so much is sort of a new tweak of that expression, as above, so below. Is like, as you were in the non-physical, you're going to be here. Like it's just a continuation of who you guys are. So it's going to be very interesting to see what comes out around that. Excuse me. Then we have message in the bottle, and chaos and conflict comes out like as a little pair. So if I start here anyway with the message in a bottle, number 15. So that's brand new beginnings, and there's a great opportunity for change here now for you, Pisces. Whatever situation you're in, whether you're single, whether you're paired up already with this person you strongly feel drawn towards, it doesn't really matter. Excuse me. I just feel like I have something in my throat, and I feel like I'm not going to be able to clear it. And it wasn't there, I should add. Okay, interesting. I should add that it wasn't there whatsoever when I started to record. So it's something that has built up just as I started this reading. So maybe there's something that you're waiting to express, something about yourself you're waiting to express, to just fully be exactly who you are in this world and fully express that. Tell your truth, tell your story, walk your story, live your story. Message in the bottle is speaking about how you're sending out wishes and wants, and the bird that comes in there, sits there with this bottle, is like, Jesus, is having your back, is giving you insight about, it's like you have your own little guide showing you where you will meet up with this person. I'm more and more drawn to like saying that most of you have not met this person yet. And if that screws up, like if you're in a very, very happy relationship, if you feel like so content, like this is where I'm supposed to be, then this reading probably isn't for you. If you're in a relationship and you're like, I don't know if I'm home, no place like home. You don't know if you're like, this is where I'm supposed to be. You just feel it to the core of your being, like here's where I'm supposed to be. But if you have that little like, yeah, I don't know if I'm in the right place anymore. You could have been in the right place for the longest time and you're just not in the right place anymore. Then this reading might be for you. So there's messages being sent out by you about what you want in a specific relationship, what you're seeking, what you long for. And then it's like, okay, and then those messages, like they're out there and they're free to fly around and to create this magical person that you in some way already have created before even coming here. Now it's like the bird kingdom is taking over, um, and guiding you towards this relationship. So it's not like the universe is trying to show you what you like. You've already showed the universe what you like, and the universe is trying to guide you towards it. So if there's a lot of birds showing up, usually there's a message around for you to receive, and it's also talking about a lot of freedom that is on its way in. And at the same time, as you're now looking for this new relationship, I'll stretch to the point where I can say, if you're looking for a renewal in your already committed partnership, if you're if you're looking for renewal, then there's also big guidance. We think that we're with one person and that one person can only be that one person, but that one person has so many different facets, like so many different versions of themselves that they can truly morph into, they can truly shift into. But for that to happen, I just feel like the old has to crumble and die. Chaos and conflict. Sometimes when like it looks like it's chaos and conflict on the surface level, is like, and underneath it, it's actually very organized. But in order to get to that organization, to get a little bit more structure and like, okay, here's where I'm supposed to be. Sometimes we just need to have that stuff that doesn't serve us anymore to just sort of crumble and fall away. Because I'm sure of it because I'm being given that as an energy. But there's also numerology wise number 33 there, and 33 talks about the completion of something. Something is done here. You've sent out, like you're headed towards your fated destiny in terms of your love story, and you've sent out over time all these messages about what you want to experience in this beautiful relationship, as have they. There's an equal journey for them to sort of come closer and closer to you, and it's as you're coming closer and closer to them. And again, it's like I said, if you're in this beautiful relationship and you're super, super happy, yes, it's probably not for you. But if you're sort of having a little bit of, but who doesn't? Like, of course, there's somewhat going to be some sort of, maybe not conflict, but different opinions, different perspectives. That's just beneficial to your relationship because that's what makes you continue to grow and evolve. But there's something here about, okay, if you're looking for a renewal in your already committed relationship, it's like you're going towards this fated relationship. You don't necessarily have to change the body of the person in front of you, but you might want to change up the energy a bit so that the body that you have in front of you can start to shift their version of themselves. I hope this makes sense. The old has to come down, like crumbling and die away. We need to do away with that so that you can start to see the new and the structured and the more orderly. I know it might sound a little bit boring to say structure and order and organization. It's just in a different way of saying it, Pisces, is like perhaps it has been a bit of a turmoil. Like in terms of your love life, it might just have been everywhere. Like for some of you guys, you could have shifted to so many different relationships. I'm not saying that is a bad thing. I'm one of them. For sure, I'm one of them because my growth seems to have been having like a full super 100% committed relationship with a person for 2 months or 2 years or whatever, and then that's over. Like I haven't been like a 15 or 20 year person yet. So I'm not saying anything is wrong with that. I'm like, I have been like that myself. However, I'm saying if you feel like you have been wanting to stay in one long committed relationship and it's like, I'm here to stay, but it just keeps, it's just turmoil, then you know what I'm talking about. Also, you can be in one of those longer relationships and it's such turmoil within, like chaos and conflict within the relationship. Those like turmoil, chaosy, conflicty things going on there for you, that is going to settle in, and I think you're longing for it. You're longing for more structure, for more planning, for more saying, okay, I'm supposed to stay here, and it's supposed to be like smooth waters, calm waters, and just peace, right? Beautiful segue here to the peace card. So we're letting go of the old, of the conflict and the drama and what have you. Whether you've been single for a while or in a committed relationship, whatever has been like conflict and drama, we're doing away with it. Not dealing with it anymore. You're stepping into a way more peaceful, loving place. And it is the Star of the Lion, which is like, it just talks about your confidence and your shine and your stardom in your own life. Like you're starring, like you're in the lead of your own show. 2, 3 there is again number 5. I didn't think of that. Great opportunity for change here. So we have conversation and communication in relationships right now. So there is a conversation that has started. And number 3 is creativity, passion, and joy, and celebration. And then when we add those up, we have a great opportunity for change. So you're changing your love life as we speak. Your love story is changing because you've decided that it should. And then we have those stars there again. I see the stars, the big star sitting on the egg, which is sort of sitting, if you see that, there's like a face coming through there in the egg, which is, the star is placed in the forehead of that face. So it's very much like listen to your intuition, listen where you're drawn, listen where you feel. If the universe wants to move you towards something, follow that lead. Listen to your intuition, what you're being told right now, what you're being I'm like immediately like, don't tell Pisces that they're told something. Don't tell them what they're told to do. They're not gonna do it. Oh my God. Yeah. So what you're inspired right now, listen with your intuition, what you're inspired to go towards. Okay. It's what you want. Oh my God. Okay. And then I understand that is not. It's probably an olive. Those are olives. Usually I see them as blueberries, like very healthy, high vibing foods. It really is beneficial for you to start to whistle there. It's very beneficial for you to start to, a little side note here for sure, to nourish yourself with higher quality foods and higher vibrational foods, if that makes sense. Any sort of type of higher vibrational food, you can just think that it's just as close to the ground as one can come. It's not processed in any way. Like blueberries straight from the woods. That is very high vibrational food. There's something about that. But also I see these like a mistletoe. And understand like the mistletoe is around Christmas. And I don't want to, like, if somebody hears that, like, are you kidding me? Am I going to meet this person around Christmas? It's like a whole other year. And so it's the first indication of like a time frame here. However, like kissing under the mistletoe, it just feels very innocent. What I'm getting with that is like it's a very innocent energy here that is very soothing for you. It's very relaxing for you. You can let your guard down. You can let your Pisces, you're such a deep emotional sign. If we generalize Pisces just across the board, this is who you are. You're just such a deep sign, and you're just so deeply emotional engaged. It doesn't really matter what it is that you're doing. It doesn't matter if you're doing jams. Like if you do like, or I don't know, cooking potatoes. Whatever you sort of set your mind to, it has meaning for you. And if it has meaning for you, what this walk is going to be like, then of course, like your love story, your whole freaking love story it's really important for you. And so you're already like so emotionally invested. And I feel like probably in the past, a little bit you have been almost told, I don't know, maybe even heard that words like you're so dramatic. Like, oh, come on, like Pisces, calm down. You're so dramatic. You're so like all over the place. You're so loud. You're so dramatic. calm those feelings down, or like, oh man, you're just making that up, or it can be that you're so mistrusted. People try to prove to you how they can't trust you, and that's like the one thing. Wow, interesting message coming through here. It's like the one thing where you just feel like it's a little bit of Libra influence here. You know, when a Libra is sort of, when they're poked at as a, that is not fair, or you know, you did something right now that is not fair to the rest of the world, Libra's gonna crawl up in the bundle and cry, because Libra wants fairness, they want justice, you know. And it's something about this not being it's like somebody's not trusting you, or not believing in you, or thinking that you are flat out lying sometimes. And when you hear that and you so are not, it just hurts you to the core. So there's something here, like going forward into this new relationship, or this transformed relationship that you're already in. It's about being able to fully let your guard down, and fully let your shield come down, and fully be as emotional, as deeply emotional as you are. And maybe you even forgot how deeply emotional you are. And like having an active emotional body, I'd say it's the first, like that's the one thing that people wants to learn. It's not the one thing that people wants to learn. Maybe it is. I'm saying that we should incorporate it in schools. Like we should be able to sort of deal with our emotional body, and understand that our emotional body is the actual tool to manifest anything and everything in this world. If you have an idea about something, if you have a wish about something, and you back it up with your emotion, that's the manifestation. You know, and vice versa. If you feel really crappy about something, and you feel strongly emotional like behind it, you can be sure that you're going to manifest something you don't like. Okay? So there's something about coming into this relationship is going to have you relax that. It's going to be peaceful. It's going to be calm. Probably quite unusual for Pisces. Like there's no drama. You're not bringing anything to the table. And me expressing this now, saying, I'm feeling a bit emotional because I'm going to walk the dog, and I feel... and your person goes, okay. And it's like, oh, are you not going to give me any... And also be able to talk, like to really have those deep conversations with you. Pisces long for those deep conversations. And when all of a sudden, like the other person is the one who brings up certain topics, or the other person is like even as deep, that is like heaven for Pisces. Peace. There's something that's being brought to the table that's going to be very new for you, very unfamiliar, but very beautiful. I'm very good at the segmenting here today. Moving into the no place like home. Moving into your new home. This is like, okay, so 50. I'm very drawn to say that certain people there, you can actually have passed the limit, passed the test, past the limit of 50. Like your age is actually 50. You passed the age of 50, and maybe you thought for the longest time that love just wasn't on the table for you, or this type of love that you're searching for or have been searching for wasn't on the table for you, but now it is. You're coming into your 50s, or you have just passed your 50. Yeah, for the rest of you, the general message here is that it is a great opportunity for change with the number 5, and we have a full circle. So whatever you've been searching for, whatever hardship or this chaos and conflict, and like trying to shut down your emotional side in the past, we have come full circle here. It's time to move. It's time to go home. It's time to move in where you feel safe, where you feel sound, where you feel, like it says, no place like home. And I see the manifestation there happening, because it's like we have this little thingy happening in the non-physical up there, which then mirrors the thing happening here, like the same little circly thingy. It's like we go from the etheric energy into the physical energy, from the non-physical to the physical, and manifesting this home place. I'm going to read out from the book about relationships for the number 50 here. 27, 40, 46, and 50. No place like home. Relationship. Lovers, friends, and companion animals are at home in your life right now. Wow. Lovers, friends, and companion animals are at home in your life right now. How beautiful is that? Just to start off there. You are in sync and full of love, and you can be secure in the knowledge that it is reciprocated, like it is whatever you send out and feel about somebody else or feel on your journey, somebody else is feeling about you, is reciprocated. Somebody is responding to your feelings. Somebody feels the same. Relationships elicit a sense of emotional safety. Oh wow, here comes the emotional talk. Relationships elicit a sense of emotional safety, comfort, and the best aspects of familiarity now. Be home in this relationship. Together, you add to the love of the world. Wow. I'm going to read that out again. You are in sync and full of love, and you can be secure in the knowledge that it is reciprocated. Relationships elicit a sense of emotional safety, comfort, and the best aspects of familiarity now. Be home in this relationship. Together, you add to the love of the world. It's talking exactly about what I talked about, like the emotional safety. Like you can, I never cease to be amazed about, like I just love how the messages that I'm being given is so in accordance with what the word is. I have to say though, this is the first book or the first deck that I'm so many times are being inspired to read from the book. Like none of the other decks that I've used is probably not in alignment with the energy that I'm being given. I'm just sort of being given, I'm talking about these differences that I see in the cards. It's the first time that I received a deck from my beautiful, one of my beautiful sisters. I received this deck, and so much more often, I mean, not for every card obviously, but so much more often, I'm being inspired to read from the book, and it says the same thing as the message that I'm very much in accordance with this deck. I just love it. Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette and Reid. So there is an emotional safety here now. That's so well expressed. Emotional safety. Which is exactly what I'm talking about. There's something like if you're in the past were sort of shushed, like you were too much, or you were too dramatic, or you make stuff up, or you're with people that just couldn't handle your depth and your emotion, and how you're very like wear your emotions on your sleeve. Is like you can't miss what Pisces want. They're expressive in their emotional body, and it's like if you try to hold it in, it's still you're still like an open book. It's still like so written all over you what you've like. Are you sad? No, not whatsoever. It's like almost making myself cry. It's like written all over your face, all over your print. You can't hide it. That's who you are. And coming into this relationship or this transformation in your already existing relationship, you're going to be emotionally safe. Beautiful. I'm going to move into the extended reading. Not one clarification here. Interesting. To the extended reading and see what else, and go deeper there. See what else I can find. Maybe a little bit more about your person. So if you feel like you resonate with this reading, you're so welcome to come to the extended. The link to that is in the description box down below. If not, thank you so much for watching, Pisces, and I hope to see you back soon. Take care, guys.